Lexington, Kentucky. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Nimrod. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off-play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Could be an alley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Auburn. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He wants to change this route. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the bull? He throws that thing in there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And as a defender, you're just trying to get your hands through the catch point, through the hands of the receiver. But how about the receiver? Strong hands coming down with the contested touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Nimrod. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Nimrod. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Complete. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Washington. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, here's Baxter. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll go with Baxter. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This is a designed run. Maybe some room here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Handoff for Baxter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Aggies with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down 2, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. The running back has it. There he goes. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Unleashes it. Finds his man. It's Skinner. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Barnes. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score 35, Kentucky 14.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out. Stopped at the 13. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Kentucky right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking there.
Brings it down on the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Find space on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The run inside. It's Barnes. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
He'll bring it out. It's Nimrod. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Brown will throw it. Shows him the stiff arm. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play-action fake. Rushes on him. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a give to Washington. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Kentucky going quickly.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45.
Y29! Y29!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
At the 36-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
At the 10-yard line.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Washington. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
Pulls in the deep ball. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown. Kentucky made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Kentucky, 27.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.